Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm actually running two beacons at once, one on 40 meters and one on 80 meters, but both on the same antenna. Like there's a quick peek at the 80 meter version into VK5, running 500 milliwatts each, okay? So I'll briefly explain that. I do have a previous video about using the photosensitive relay to key the transmission line. I have modified it and put a 50 ohm resistor to ground. So basically I've got a smartphone app using a flashlight Morse keyer. The photosensitive relay responds to the light. When the light's on, it connects the output to the transmission line going out, and when the light's off, it connects through to ground via a 50 ohm resistor. Now the signal source is this function generator here, where I've got two channels active. Channel 1 is at 3.696 megahertz with a 20 volt peak to peak sine wave, and channel 2 is at it's hard to see this, hang on, yep, 7193 megahertz with a 20 volt peak to peak sine wave. So half a watt per channel, but both signals going into here and being keyed, they're going through, I can track it through for you, they're going through to the ATU here, but that's not really in use. I'm in through mode, okay? That's just there for convenience for when I do want to use it. The output's then going through to my bias T that controls my remote magnetic tuning system. The one I'm using right now is the electromagnet version that has the built-in air variable capacitor. So it goes out from here to the magnetic tuning system at the antenna. Now I've used a permanent magnet out there. I was trying to set it ready for setting to be able to tune, biasing it with a permanent magnet, and this controls the electromagnet. But I ended up finding an optimum combination of the L and C to match it on 80 and 40 without even having to tune. So I've got a match on 80 and 40, and both of those keyed signals are going out to the magnetic tuning system at the antenna and then to the antenna. So I have simultaneous beacons on 80 and 40. So that's, we do have noisy conditions tonight. So this is into VK5, 500 milliwatt on the capacitive loaded vertical ground plane experimental antenna, and that's 80 meters. So I'll just go 7193 and we'll see how it's doing on 40 meters to the same location. And there she is on 40 meters. There is a QSO right next to me. So yeah, 500 milliwatt. What's that? Nearly peaking in S4. Let's see if it gets to the F5. Hey, maybe I should select a square wave. That'll wind things up a bit, eh? I could only do that if I add more filtration, but I won't be doing square wave. I'm not happy with the sine wave. Alright, so there you go. So 40 meters, 500 milliwatt, simultaneous with 3696. 500 milliwatt on 80 meters. How's that? So one function generator, one keying system, one antenna, two bands, two beacons, 7.3.